Awusanfo yemamu nyina adwo anwumre kase bo ewo UTV so ewo enkran abeka junction eno na edru ho na ye kam se anwumre kase boy enumako bi se this way chocolate drink oso do nya eni enso special ice eno so enso mu ode eni mu eyakoji ena fe special drinks eno so mu gwa hodo do pe bia no wo be ma obi atosa enumako yi eni afoforo enkai na akambom aso yasene ayedi anwumre kase bo no ebramo sanso ena DSTV channel 360 kase bo no yetwa egusuo na debedi emu akotini bi enie.
Organized labor ede ato edwa se ensamo aseneti ni omu edie anansamo ababeto dwa no enya de a wo mo foso e wo se wo mo so mo kope investors ama wo mo edi sika be share hotels ahodu mu.
Kane mampanyi Owura John Dramani Mahama akasa de ato asofo enim se eni die mada ensima ya na piepie wabato mu no wonhwe no wonfo wano ntum emfa yie entu yie.
Edom kuma aye nsantrofo hia mu wo mrahye bedwam wo mo asem wo mo ka eni se wo mo hu se aban no afiti ase fa nkrofo wo posi soja afa prison ene fire service mu se de be ya wo mo beboa wo mo wo abaye ba beto ni mu to mu nyai no mo mane medamu pefe mu obia entumi enkobi
ema mienu awade ene mema mienu awade eho mbra a edi adencheche ewo emfama mu no enyambia emabunu no wonum nimdie ewo ho etesei sa asembisa nti African Center for Democracy and Social Economic Development wonom ene emabunu bi akasa edi afa ho
Nana Kwame Bediako eye die wode new force waba o se odinsachiraye ena eba o sre abato commission se edintro a ye twero no mo hwe nanka wo mo entwe brenim se de be ye obi abetimi atwere din bi.
Environmental Protection Agency mpanyufo akasa ede atudwa se de omanfo akasa anamonsuo ne omudwumadie enye sunsuanso bone ewe so na esanso ema eye climate change ewiem sakraye no aha adwen bebre no eyade a wo makasa ho de atudwa se eha adwen papa
Midin de akosia sapon nene
efia edutumwa mrosa
yemienu na yede kase boyi eba se ye bo ede era ensam ni mu a enchaye ena odimonyamfo kujeto ablakwa ede ebetu edwa se snet womo epese womo ton wonum hotels ahodo a eno ewo omaimu na asem no ebeto odwa sa no enti wodi petition akọ sehira ginyan hwehwemu emfa ho na no enenam so ama snetefo ede krata epie abonten enkrata snete ede pie ye no sei na etie womo baye ebekyerechire ensem ni mu a womo kyese nyese bi a wonum eton hotel no ana hotels ahodo no a wonum ewo no na emom womo ehwe so mbepe partners a won betimi aba invest wo mu na timi akọ enkan na se wo hwe onimonyamfo okujeto ablakwansam no a wode ebaaye no a na wo ka se onimonyamfo Brian Champon wono ni hotels ahodo a eno ewo Ghana ha no ena wo mo pese wo be invest wo mu na ekoba saade a na entwa yie eno na nam so ma snete kire se saa ensem anyina wode abeto dwa no enya de wo betwe na no awofom se wo mo ton ni nyina de enya saa netie na emom snete ebenyemu ohamu nchichemu aduosia enu nti se de emamra na esitie no wo mo hweye bo ho dawuro e de kireye se wo hwe daily graphic a wo se November da etoso edu enan afimpinu ni edu enwotwe wo mo de betu edwa afi Ghanaian Times de ubokrata mu November da na etoso edunum afimpinu ni edu nwotwe wo mo de betu dwa ena empo wo mo san e de ekoye no international magazine de ye friend the Economist enu so ye January da na etoso enum afimpinu ni edu nkron enti saa brewe mu nyina no wo mo de tutu dwa so wo mo pe obi ama na ba beboa wo mo pe investors so wo mo pe investors bo ho dawuro no na ebehia se enkrofo ebeba so na ne nyina mu no e no mo e kire se abra wo mo de we mu nyina ebetu edwa no wo mo nya anwumako mako enkono e na wo mo eba aye se de mra ne sitie no na chese e wo se wo mo hwe na wo mo yidie obetimi aboa invest ya ne sikasem gina ne na so na watimi ahwe amasa hotels ya ye kan yatimi akọ nanim enti enkono na eba aye no e na wo mo eyi mu ensia ensiane pa ena wo mo share wo mo request for proposal no document wo mo de ba ni nyina na etumi ejina ne nanso afeda wo se wo mo hwe mu ba ko a wo betimi aboa ama hotels a edidi suo yi wo mo etimi ahwe wo mo senetefo no wo mu wo ha mu chichemu aduosia na de obeye investor no wo mu wo ha mu chichemu aduanan enti hotel bi etise Labadi Beach Hotel, La Palm Royal Beach Resort, Afe Ridge Royal Hotel, ena Elmina Beach Resort. What I say Yakabuzia Beach Resort, ene Trust Lodger, and no mienu omu yi edi free musi enche no de enka ho nemum enen ya medi kan bobo ye ena wo mo investe ewo mum enti abra wo mo keka nyoma bom no mu hu se Rock City Hotel fo wo mo enyoma wo mo de ba ye ni nyina no wo mo betimi aboa I invest sa 40% no ewo adwuma na wo mo be ye num ana ne omo ne omo di kaso bom nanso kra ne nyina no wo mo de betu dwa enti senate kire sei wo mo wo ho ana omo teye ewo TV ba ko Metro TV na omo ye discussions ana wo mo te say petition akwa mu oshraj a wo mo ye hwehwemu di afa say wo mo eton hotels senate eton hotels ana omo kire say omo fa bibia nsieye de omo ye nyina mu da ho fan enti akwa ba sei ne de shraj ebre bi obefra management ni so open hwehwemu no wo mo be hye da akọ na de sese wo mo de mo bi enkrata bi sese wo mo de mo no wo mo de be mo ka che Ghana de hye nyina se enya de a wo mo ebeye bibia enini kwan mu wo mo namra kwan so eye bibia afenkyem se de be ya ebeboa ama emu ada ho eti wo mo de wo mo be hwe so na wo mo aboa ama neoma nyina akọ enkan abra wo mo ede saa krata ipie abonten no ene organized labor wo mo ayensentwerefo nhia mu kire se saa wo ha mu chichemu aduosia na senate efa no wo mo mpene so omobo enyu so
adwumayfo ana musifo a omo senate board no so and omo hia top leadership of organized labor na omo de to yanin se enema e koso efa senate ne decision say omo ton hotels no yes net interest na omo de atu anim say nipa nine no omo was net board no so omo to board no for say sa de na cost no esan nema bi omo hu omo ntino omo ntwa so and so ebesi ne kwana ekoso ya hu se aba edwom ya obi eka ho ase na yehia mu no ye de to minister ojina ho ma pension ono aso no ojina ho ma employment and labor relations ye de to nanim se animoni mu ya on country senate board say sa de na ekoso omutaso na ye ntra ho ma senate board approve say yenton senate hotels and farmer service minister don't know e give who say enye now who cross I don't go be now mo boy hotels enye kon papa so enti sa nsemi America akire mu no ya bobo no tofa ene de akoma minister for employment the bin so akoma chief of staff the biama chairperson of the board of trustees of snitch ene the biama director general na ya sem the tete the country minister say wa hwe am senate board no antwa saade no so ene na che say ye betetua na atua na ye betu no Ghana fo hu bida if you say ye ntra ho ma adwumayfo sika nipa miensa bi enkoton emma sabi nipa ba.
We want government to know that these funds are not government funds. These funds are pension funds. And pensions are guarded by the Act 766. We have investment guidelines under Act 766. And clearly, these guidelines have not been followed. Government should be aware that we will not allow them to play chaskele with our funds. Should they dare go ahead, it will be the mother of all strikes in Ghana.
Kani mampanyi ora John Dramani Mahama akasa ede ato asofo anim se eni die mada ensema ya na ekoso ewo abato mu no ewo so mo do manu tumo no mo ka bi na eno betumi aboa ama abato bi e bekoso o mamu no emu atumi adakọ fan amebreko no anso atentene ne atumi aye adwuma ewo mu wose nanu ya adweso by election ni say ensem piepie mu akasa wo de no to nche adi ntwe so course no so wose ensem pie mu pa na so ni nyina no krom ha asofo wonum akọ no atum no ode ato manim say ya wo mu nka bi na no betumi aboa amani ma nyina da atumi atoto yie ewo abato mu ewo mayi mu.
We are preparing for the election and we believe that as moral voices of society, you must not take your eyes off the ball. The EC is the arbiter, the EC is the umpire, and the EC must not only be neutral, it must be seen to be neutral and non-partisan. Unfortunately, recent events do not give us confidence about this. There is a president who is appointing politically exposed people into positions of trust where they are supposed to be neutral and non-partisan. And so people who have been communicators for the party, people who have been IT backstops for the party, today are commissioners of the Electoral Commission. How do you expect them to be neutral and fair in what is happening? People who were patrons of TESCON on campus are today commissioners of the Electoral Commission. How do we expect them to be neutral and fair in what is coming up? And so it means that we must be vigilant, we must be more alert. We as political parties are going to use the instruments that are provided in the Electoral Code to ensure that the election is free and fair. We're going to train our party agents, we're going to incentivize them to be vigilant on the day. We're going to make sure that we are at the collation centers on time and we witness the tally of the results. We're going to police the election every step of the way. But sometimes there are things that are difficult to control. For instance, our last complaint was about recruitment of returning officers. You heard Hobson Adoye on radio say that they took MPP executives from Kumau and brought them to a Jusu by-election as returning officers. And there are pictures of some of them who are executives. And we are not able to check it because the CI says that 14 days before the by-election, we were supposed to have the list of returning officers and be able to make an objection if we believe that somebody is a politically exposed person. We went to a Jusu by-election without the list of returning officers. And so it was possible for them to recruit people who were party activists as returning officers. And so those are some of the difficulties that we face. In the last election, after we all had gone to the printing presses, we had witnessed the printing of the ballots, we had signed off on it, we had packed all the ballots. What was going to every region, we had signed as a party, our party agents had signed, and then the trucks came, dispatched the ballots. There are things that we can do as a party, but the EC must be fair and neutral, and let the will of the people speak. And that is where the influence and the persuasion that you carry as Christian fathers and the moral voice of the nation is important.
Enkane mampanyi John Dramani Mahama ekoso ane omanfo ehia no nwadi nkita ho ahwekwan a obetimi aboa ama Ghana de ye hwehwe no yensa etumi aka saa eno ne Kristosom ahodo mpanimfo ehia ama wo kire se yepe Ghana yi a asofo ene esom ahodo titiw ni Kristosom ahodo no wo nso ewo nsa ewo mu esese wo mutimi boa na yetimi koyenim na de ye hwehwe no yensa ka
Senia ye nyina ye nim no afi eye abato afi ne senti ama amanyofo dodo na ahyase ebobo mo ho nkakra na omo etimi apretumi ediama omamanyoku weinam so ama mampanyi dada John Dramani Mahama wotu franka ama NDC amanyoku no ne asafo mpanyufo hodo bi edinkita ho afakwan a ombetimi aboa ama omanga na sade ye peno no yensa ebetimi aka ne pepepe potoka se munubroni beka ne se building the Ghana we want ena mampanyi dada John Dramani Mahama edi tudwa se wohwese dia memoi esi kwa enya de wose yetenase na yeyi obi akekese ombeye mampanyi nemum nipa yehwe na wobetimi aye adwumaden aboa ma oman na gina ne naso biem no ena adehye no ehia.
As we all know, our country Ghana is at a very critical juncture of its life, and the decisions that we make in the upcoming elections will have a far-reaching impact on what the future trajectory of our nation is going to be for the years to come. The importance of effective leadership cannot be overstated, especially in times of crisis and challenging times like this. In the Bible, we are reminded in the book of Proverbs